snowflakes, they fall on my nose and eyelashes. It's these kind of seasons, they echo the passion. We dive down so deep where the water don't freeze, seep into the soil like the tune from a familiar song.
So why did you choose to take part in this experiment?
Well, I secretly use way too much time online, way too much time gaming and things like that. So my mom's always pestering me about it, and I decided that it would be kind of a good idea to see maybe what does change if I get off things, and if it'll change for the positive or for the negative. Maybe change my life accordingly if the project goes well.
How dependent are you on technology?
Super embarrassingly dependent. I probably spend 5 to 8 hours a day, depending, maybe more on weekends, online or gaming.
What do you think you'll do right now with your spare time, like while you're on this experiment?
Read books and hopefully get some homework done for once, which will make my teachers happy. Hopefully also I've ordered the Master Sword online to feed my Zelda addiction, so I'll have a nice replica sword showing up in my mailbox sometime soon that I can play with. I've developed a fascination with doing my eye makeup, which I never did before. Wasting time doing pointless things. This is beautiful. This is the most lovely game I've ever seen in my entire life, and I can't even finish it. My goal was to finish this game over the break, and I am only like 3/4 of the way done. 3/4, and you know, cut that part. They have a lovely CD in here. 25th anniversary symphony of Zelda. And I have yet to listen to it, and now I have no CD player. My Master Sword could not get here soon enough. I've been studying my Mandarin for 2 hours now. Yeah, I can talk Chinese. I didn't actually realize that it could be easier to just call your friend and figure out what's going on with them than creep their Facebook for like 3 hours and figure out what they're doing. Okay, so the phone was just ringing, and I'm pretty sure that it's actually someone to call me on my landline. So I'm waiting to see if my mom will say, "Brittany," really loud, and then tell me that someone's on the phone. And judging by the amount of time she's spending on it, talking to them, be right back. I'm in the middle of filming a video blog talking about my experience, and I got really excited because you called me while I was making my video. I spent a lot of time reading. I read 4 or 5 books, and I spent a lot of time playing Zelda, make-believing playing Zelda. I had ordered a Master Sword in the mail previously, and it arrived partway through the experiment. So after that, I just took it to the extremes and made a costume and decided I was going to run around my house like an idiot, dressed as Link. So that was good times. It's been kind of boring, to be honest. I feel very studious.
Tell me about a struggle you overcame without technology.
For sure, learning how to look things up or getting current events or news from friends in general without using the internet. I was working on my Mink lab, and I actually went to the library and researched, which was awesome. One thing I think is the biggest problem with students having too much time online and depending on technology is no one really knows how to do research anymore. I realized when I went to the library, I had no idea how to use those little cards. They're called like the Dewey Decimal System, I think, or something. I don't even know what they're called. So I got my homework done on time for the first time in ever. And that is amazing, and I'm sure my teachers will be happy. Take away technology and you feel like you're basically disconnected from the rest of the world. But I found it was hardest at those times where I just had nothing to do. It would usually be internet time, and instead I would just be sitting there reading 4 books in 3 days. Taken the liberty of totally reorganizing all of my books, which was exciting. So you guys can just have a glance at my bookshelf. These are all my books on studies about China and things I've got when I was in China. The rest of them are just like yearbooks and then novels. Da 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 da. Because I didn't realize until I started this how much I just couldn't do things without the internet. Like, my friends, I would feel like I hadn't seen them in like a whole week because I wouldn't know what's going on with them. And at the beginning I was just like, well, I guess I'm just not going to know about my friends' lives for 3 more days. But then kind of figure that out and learn how to do things. So yeah.
Do you believe that your habits surrounding technology are going to change?
I think when it comes to things like research, I actually like looking in the library better, which I only found out when I went to do my Mink Lab. So I think that will change. I'll be doing more of my school research and things like that out of encyclopedias or just books in general in the library. I usually would never get sick of the computer or never get sick of gaming, but after a while sitting there, then I just got bored of that, and that usually never used to happen. But now that I could have it again, it was just like, oh, now that I can have it and it's not taken away, I'm kind of bored of it, just like everything else. So I guess that was one notable thing.
So do you have any closing remarks before you go?
I would say, this sounds weird because I hadn't talked about it at all before during any of the interviews, or I don't think I talked about it in any of my journals, but a good thing about this was that drama was on the down low majorly. Like, I wasn't in on any of the drama that was going on, which was nice, and it was just get away from the gossip, get away from the drama, and have a good couple of days to like wire down and be okay with that. So I would recommend people try it for a day and just kind of see where they're at, like how dependent they are on it, and also if you're looking to get rid of some social problems going on, just cut out the internet for a day, and you honestly, it is crazy how much it affects the way that you're feeling and stuff when the end of the day comes and you're going to bed and things like that.
How many text messages were on your phone when you got back to it?
When I came back, I hadn't told some of my friends that I was doing the experiment, and when I turned back on my phone, I had 27 text messages. So yeah.
Alright, well,